Well, good afternoon, my YouTube friends. It's Margaret here from Emmy's Orchids, and Keith's making an exit out into the garden now. And what's he doing? Well, Luke, this is the garage. Can you see? And we've got trays and trays of plants, Luke, and we've got more bulbs. He's been getting all these bulbs so cheap, some of them 90% off and free delivery. So let me take you upstairs now. Oh, hold on, excuse me, Luke, even more here. Crocus, another 100 bulbs there. And we've got these here. Right, he's got the back door open, so I'm going to go upstairs. So, all the frost has gone. Some of the violas and pansies. Oh, excuse me, Luke, I knocked the little mouse off. And some of them are still a little bit flat, but otherwise, we've no snow and frost. Not that we get a lot here in Crewe. Am I in focus? Just one moment. Morning everybody, or is it afternoon? 12:19, it is afternoon. And I'm up in the grow room, as I've just shown you. Keith's outside, he's busy, and I thought I'd bring you into the grow room today. I've even put my little earrings back on and my brooch. I've been on my tablets now for a full week. Well, this is the 8th day and I'm feeling fine. So, well, life's getting back to normal, and also the orchids. Now, it's the day of the frags today, and I thought, well, some of them have really suffered this last summer. Was it my neglect? Well, I would say no, but October and November maybe. And so, but one of them I think is spiking again now. And I've got the water here, so I'm going to bring the camera down and I'm going to show you how I've done it. Well, you know, how I water the frags. I've got the other little table in, because I always forget this other little table. And let's just turn you around. Okay, so there's the bucket. And before the frosts, we got, well, Keith did, he got this bucket full, he got another great big bucket full of rainwater, and I've got troughs full, and he's just managed to fill up again now. So let's just check this rainwater. 52, that's 52, right. It isn't actually cold, the water, so I don't have to warm this bucket up. But now I've got some rain mix here. Maybe I can get the top off, which is quite awkward. I don't think I actually fed it last time, so but then again, I don't want to overfeed them. So let's just try this amount. Alright. Now whether that'll settle at 127, oh, it's going up to 128, 129. There we go. well, whatever it settles at now, it's not going to go above 140. At the moment it's static at 133. Let's just check 134. Let's just check the temperature. It's 19. Sometimes I like it to be 20 if I was doing the cattleyas, but at the moment I'll switch this off now. It's 19, so we can't complain. Right. Let me get a couple of them. So the one we're looking at now is Phragmipedium grande. See, that was last, was it last? No, it wasn't last summer. I think that was the summer before. Because if you look at this this part of the orchid, I put them outside, and they didn't like that. It was horrendous. So I didn't get any blooms from that. And of course we had this hot summer this last time, but it hasn't fared too badly, this one hasn't. And can you see? We've got this new growth coming here. And they have this habit. I've got some little stones down here which I can actually cover this up with. I just have to keep putting more and more on, so those roots will go down. And if we tip it up here, that's the beauty of having this trough. Can you see? Can you see how nice the roots are? And of course, people say, well, what have you got a sock on there for? Can you see? And I say, well, the terrestrial. See, I've got the holes there. Can you see? So I need to pull this down when I put them back on the shelf. Right, so all I do, usually these big ones get 3 of these. So they're a cup, 8 ounce. And it's just a case of, I'm usually quite careful. One. 2. Now I used to do 3 fertilisers and 3 flushes, but because of the circumstances I just do the one. So this week it is fertilising, and if I think, you know, another little half a cup would be okay, that's what I do. And that one just stands there now, the water running out. Now the water, I'll gather it up here, it'll come so far up, and then I've got another trough, and I'll then put the vandas in it. So just hold on while I get another one down. So this is Phragmipedium Rothianum. And this has a habit of growing out, up. So I've put this moss here, it's actually bone dry now. And let's have a look at the roots on this one. Excuse me while I just scrunch this sock up. It's quite difficult when you've got the camera. I wonder. Hold on. So what I can do, I've just put the camera on one side there, and then I can pick it up quite easily to show you the roots. Now let's pick it up. Okay. Can you see the roots? There we go. And we've got active roots there. So let's get this one watered. And I'll put the camera... Oh, before I get it watered, let me just show you. So what's happened this summer with all that heat? This was last year's. Look how long it is. This was last year's. Hardly, just that little bit. But this year, we had that heat wave. And the frags really suffered. Just look. But they're coming along nice now. So just let me get this one watered. I always make sure with this one that all that moss at the top stays wet for as long as possible. So I give this one lots of water on the top. And then what I do now is I bring a couple more down. So you'll just have to bear with me if you don't mind. So I'm quite methodical in the way that I actually water. So these are the semi-hydro ones, and the ones I just put back on the shelf, they're semi-hydro. And can you see what happens to the leaves? But this is the older part, can you see? So I don't worry about that. What's this one called? Garum Weaver, that one. That's one of Ed's. This one's Laspherinus. Can you see again? The leaves. And I can't see anything else coming out from that centre. And this one is Richterii. And I've just pulled this leaf off, can you see? And that was at that was dying back at the base. So I've pulled that off, but then if you notice, you see we may lose this leaf here. Can you see? But if you notice, we'll look as though we've got a new growth coming through there. So let me get these watered, and then you see, this one sent out a new leaf, this Richterii. It's only little, but at least it sent it out. So just let me get these watered. Now I wanted to specifically show you this one. Now, this one and some of these others I had off Clive, and look at it, it's enormous, isn't it? And can you see? Got a new growth there. But look at the damage this year. I had such terrible trouble with this hot weather. And you see how it damaged it. And some of the growths, some of the new growths, just completely died off. But look down here. And you see we've got good root activity. And in actual fact, when I actually dig down a bit, And you see, it's quite moist, and yet the rock wool on the top is quite dry. So, see, it has flowered. Now let me have a look at this one. Sedenii times Bessiae, Frag Elizabeth March. There we go. And I was so upset about this. But, you see, can you see this brown stem here? Well, each one of those leaves died back. Then it sent this little one here. And then I've just noticed with this centre one, it's sending out another spike. So, see, it's quite heavy, this is. And there's enough water in here, even though, see this rock wool here? That is still damp to the touch. So what I can't do, although we've got warm temperatures with 20.6, 61% humidity, I can't afford to overwater these. And look, you see, we've got a new centre one coming there. So let's hold on. Right, so here's another one. Can you see the length of those leaves? Let's have a look what this one is. Beauport. Okay. And that's Sargentianum times hand pop out. Right. So let's just check in here. See, once I pull this back, can you see? There's still quite a lot of moisture, and this is what I've been getting. Can you see? Where the bottom part just starts to rot a bit. So that's what I do every week, is I check these. Let's just have a look down there. We've got a new growth coming there. You see that new growth? Just tucked there. So, and what I do with these, excuse the noise, is, just hold on, don't think I've got that quite right. If you don't get it right, it won't hang right. Hold on. See, this is how it hangs. And I do it by weight. And if it feels heavy, then that means this one doesn't need watering. So just hold on. Now here's another one. And when you look at it like that, you think, well, there's nothing wrong with that. This one hasn't pulled through yet. And I'm going to show you now what keeps happening. Can you see? There. Look. So, that's that same kind of rot. Now, this is coming from this area here. So, I don't know whether it's an old fan. Let's just go around this way. You see, this one's flowered, this one here. And that doesn't seem to be affected yet. You see, if you look at it here, I have lost one. There, look. I've lost one there. And then, from this one, which has already flowered, it's sent this one out. Well, it's tried to send 2 out. And this is the latest one. This is the latest one. But look. Let's see. Is there something there that I can't see? Is there something I'm missing? And these new shoots, these new growths, if you like, these are all through the summer. And of course it was that hot. See, I've had to cut the sleeve here. It was that hot, and they just didn't like. Can you see? I'm gonna have to try and push this media up with those roots. I'm gonna have to take those 2 off, those 2 leaves, because they can't stay on there. See the ones I've got here, that's another Beauport. Let's have a look what this one is. That's another Beauport, this one. And you see how I've got them hanging. Right, that's the one I've just put back. And let's have a look at this one. See what this one is. That's the Denii, longifolium by Slimyi. Alright. And again you see, look. You see if I can bring this one out. See, they're trying their best. We've got a bit of dye back there. Put a mark on that leaf there. And this one's trying its hardest. But look, and I've already lost some leaves. But they're trying the best. All I do is cut these back a bit, because I don't know what else to do. What I might just try and see, can you see down there in that leaf? I might just do a swab to see whether or not it's showing any spider mite. Just hold on. Right, let's get down this leaf. What do you think? Do you think there could be a slight touch of spider mite in that one? Let me try it again on another one. Don't use the same tip. Always take a different tip. And then what I'm going to do after the video, I will spray these just as a precaution. It's really inconclusive, but as you can see with that one, and as you can see with this one, some of them have been really affected. So I'm going to tidy these up now and There's the big one to go back. These are the other 4 under here, which are in rock wool, and I'll check those out as well. So thank you for joining me. These are jobs that we've got to do regularly to inspect and try and fathom out what's distressing your actual orchid. Sometimes there's an answer and sometimes there isn't. So, frustrating as it may be, we want our orchids to be healthy, and that's what I'm aiming for. So thank you for joining me again, and I'll come back in a few weeks to review them. Take care now.